Alright guys, welcome back to another Dissidia Duellum Final Fantasy video. So it's about that time where we talk about the current state of the game and some issues that need to be addressed immediately before players start leaving the game. Like, they stop playing the game altogether, because there are a lot of issues that this game has. There are some big ones that definitely need to be addressed very, very soon, but there are a lot of issues that we need to talk about, which I won't be able to get through everything. So if you want to comment below, feel free to do so on some potential issues and fixes that you would like to see the dev team do. I did ask you guys in a community post earlier today what you guys want to see get changed within Dissidia Duellum, because again, there are a lot of things that need to be taken care of, and I want to go ahead, I felt like it was the right time to actually make this video, and then hopefully this video can get to the dev team, or if not, just anybody who is able to like link it to a social media post of some kind to be able to hopefully get their attention, so that way things can actually be addressed. Because I mean, this game has some issues, and and I'm not the only one. Like, I mean, you guys have told me in the community post. I've actually posted this on Twitter as well. I've had a number of people reply to my Twitter post, and I mean, I see it all the time on my Twitter feed from not just players out in the West, but also players out in the East, like in Japan. Like, there are Japanese players that have had some issues with certain things in the game. So we want to see that addressed, like, because if not, then the game is just gonna get to the point where it's just like, oh, well, why? There's no point in me playing, because like it's almost like hey, I'm gonna play like 6 matches in total today, wait for my crystals to finish charging up or loading or whatever, or whenever the time expires, and you're able to see what you actually get, and it might be worth it, it might not be worth it. It's just one example, right? So we're going to be talking about all of that in this video. There's going to be some gameplay that I just randomly recorded earlier today, and I'm just going to throw it into this video so that you guys can either watch, or if not, you can just listen to what it is that I'm going to be talking about. So anyways, with all that being said, let's go ahead and talk about a couple things that some of you guys have mentioned. But one of the few top things that I want to talk about is going to be the growth eggs. The growth eggs, many of you guys in my posts have addressed this and have expressed how you just don't feel like there's enough growth eggs. Like, it's gotten to the point now where, like, the only way to actually get growth eggs, if you actually completed all solo challenges, if you've done your dailies, your weeklies, if you've done any of the community, the in-game community challenges that they have, which they recently added growth eggs. I mean, if you have done all that, the only way to actually get growth eggs at this point is to pull. And if you don't have the season pass or both passes or whatever passes, right? Like, you are not gonna get that additional amount. So like, really, it gets to a point where now it's just straight up monetized, and I think that's a little ridiculous. I think that's just too far. I think that they need to either bring that growth event egg, the growth eggs, that event that we had not too long ago, where they were for like 6 days that you played the game, you actually got a pretty good amount of growth eggs. I feel like that needs to remain a weekly thing. I think that there needs to be some way for us to be able to get growth eggs, because sometimes even via the summons that we do, or even via the crystal eggs, or excuse me, the crystals, and if we're lucky to get like any abilities, or any abilities that we can unlock the level cap for an ability, whatever it is, like, it's not enough. It's not enough. It used to be way worse in the closed beta, and they have updated it to be a little bit more than what we had in the closed beta, but it's still not enough, and it needs to be addressed. So I think that they need to bring the weekly growth eggs that we had, or excuse me, not the weekly. There needs to be like a weekly growth eggs thing, where we are able to get a certain amount of eggs every day, or if not, give us a daily event where we can actually farm some co-op eggs, and it doesn't have to be going up against or doing it in like casual matches or in ranked matches. Let us do some type of PvE content where, like similar to the solo challenges, where we are able to at least farm a plentiful amount of growth eggs. I'm not saying like a huge amount to be able to fully max abilities, and then after that you don't have to worry about it. I'm not asking for that, but I'm asking for like some type of event where we can actually get a good amount of growth eggs. Maybe do this specific event 3 times a day, get a small amount of growth eggs, so that way we are able to level up our abilities. Because you know, players who dish out cash into this game don't more than likely don't have to worry much about it, because they're constantly pulling for abilities, or trying to level up their abilities, or excuse me, increase the level cap for abilities. I mean, yeah, to a certain extent, there probably will be a point for anybody who throws money at the game that, yeah, it probably won't be enough growth eggs from these summons to be able to max out the abilities that they pull for. But like, I think something reasonable like a daily event or like a weekly thing that we had not too long ago would be fantastic, and would definitely help out. And to also remove that part of the monetization, or you know, to remove that point where the only way to get growth eggs would be via summons, and you know, behind the paywall, basically, is what I'm trying to get at. So an increase in growth eggs, whatever way possible, would actually help out a tremendous amount. The next thing I wanted to talk about, and this is also related to summoning, is going to be the guaranteed UR ability after you do a certain amount of summons. Now, I as much as I appreciate the fact that we do have a pity to be able to get one of the 5 UR abilities, I feel like after a certain point, or just in general overall, I think that we should have the option to actually pull to be able to pick for whichever UR ability we need. I think that would actually benefit a lot of the player base greatly, because like, say for myself, for example, when I was doing my summons for the recent banner, I basically got everything except for the one important ability for Balthier, which was his Fires of War ability. And you know, without that, I mean, Balthier is mid to just straight up bad of a character. He needs that Fire of Wars for good reasons, because like, he's able to dish out extreme high damage against enemy targets, not monsters. So it kind of got to a point for myself where I actually had to continue pulling to be able to get, or to, in hopes really, to be able to get his last ability that I was missing. So I think that an option to allow us to, for at least the guaranteed pity, to allow us to be able to pick which one we would like to get, I think that would help out greatly. Yeah, for the player base, it would help out greatly. For the business side of things, when it comes to like the people behind Dissidia Duellum, obviously it's probably not going to be such a good thing for them, because I mean, at the end of the day, they want to monetize and get as much money as they can from their customers. But I mean, there's got to be a medium between it all, and I think that is a pretty good option to try to help out not just players who do throw money at the game, but also free-to-play players. Free-to-play players, I feel like with the amount of like mod coins and everything that you get, with the tickets that we normally get, I mean, it's not entirely there for them. So I think being able to give them opportunity to be able to snag that one UR ability that they're missing would greatly help free-to-play players. The other thing that I want to talk about is the crystals. The crystals and the duration on how long it takes for us to be able to unlock them, in hopes that we actually get something decent. The timing on the crystals, it's a little ridiculous. I think we need to like shorten it by, I would say at the minimum, like half. because like some of these crystals, I mean, like, yeah, we can technically use our mod coins to be able to unlock them immediately, but who is trying to do that? Nobody is trying to do that. We want to save our mod coins for future banners or for future characters that we are trying to save for, and we are not trying to spend our mod coins to be able to unlock the crystals and just pray to RNG Jesus that we are actually able to get whatever it is that we want. We don't want that. So I think the duration of the crystals for every single color needs to be reduced by, at the minimum, I would say half, or just in general, just reduce them by a very good amount. Especially when it comes to like the blue crystals, whenever we lose a fight or whatever. Like, yeah, as much as I do appreciate the fact that we still get something out of losing, I mean, sometimes it's not even worth it, because like the rates to even get like an SR or UR ability out of it is very, very low, and it's not worth it at the end. And it sucks, especially because like once you get like a gold or a rainbow or a red, and then all of a sudden you get hit with a rare ability, it's just kind of like, well, damn, or excuse me, not a red, if you exclude the red, but if you get a rainbow and a gold one and you get a rare, then it's just like, oh man, like this kind of sucks. Like I you know, it was a waste of time when I could have continued playing the game and whatnot. And speaking of which, the whole, as much as I like the fact that we do get crystals for a chance to be able to get an ability of some sorts, I also need to add the fact that we should still be able to get some type of rewards, even if our batch of crystals are full. I think that if you are trying to give your player base resources, especially when it comes to growth eggs, I still think that regardless of the fact that our crystals are full, we've been waiting for them to, we're waiting for the timer for it to finish. I still think that we should get some type of rewards, so that because it'll give us that incentive to actually want to continue playing the game, because at least we know that we are able to get some type of reward, regardless if we get a crystal or not. At least we are able to get growth eggs or just anything else in general that could actually benefit the player. But I mean, growth eggs is like one of the big things that a lot of players are like struggling with, including myself. Like I can't even max out all abilities just because I don't have enough growth eggs, and the only thing that I could do to fix that would be to open my walleting and start pulling for more like abilities or whatever, just for the growth eggs, which I think is pretty dumb, because of the fact that if I do get more abilities to be able to increase the level cap, then guess what? I'm gonna need even more eggs to be able to max them out. So it just there's too many counterplays to each other. Like there's too many counters to each other, and it just doesn't help out the player base. So I think that reducing the time on the crystals, I also think that still getting some type of rewards, whether it be growth eggs or just anything in general that actually benefits the player, would help out tremendously. Now, the next extremely annoying thing that I need to address is going to be auto. Auto in ranked and casual should be removed entirely. It is not needed. A lot of players are abusing the fact that if we do not get the right crystal that we are trying to farm, especially now that we just got introduced to the red crystals, I think that it needs to be removed entirely. It does not help anybody else. It sucks because the other players have to deal with the fact that you have somebody who is on auto, and like it basically just increases the chances of whatever team that they're on to actually lose, because auto in this game is not good at all. Yeah, it can actually be useful for like maybe like the early stages of solo challenges, but outside of that, no, it sucks, it's trash, it's not needed in this game. Keep it only on solo challenges. I have encountered so many fights, and it's so obvious, it's so easy to tell whenever somebody hits auto on their game, and they just walk away from it just because like they did not get the crystal that they are trying to chase for. Like it's so obvious that you can actually tell, like, oh yeah, the character is just not doing what it's supposed to do. The character is either just straight up just running towards the enemy constantly. The character is just standing there. The character is just holding their max brave, not bursting, not doing anything, just waiting until like the next 2 minutes of finally actually doing something. I actually caught a clip, and you might see it at some point in this video, but I did get a clip where we had two players who decided to hit auto, and they were both Terra players, and they were just dancing around each other for a good minute. And it's just like, what the hell? It's extremely frustrating. It's extremely frustrating in ranked, and it needs to be addressed. It needs to be removed out of casual and out of ranked, especially now that we got the introduction of the red crystals. I know I'm repeating myself, but I mean, it's true. It needs to be taken off, and it's gotten way worse. Everybody, or I would say for the most part, everybody is complaining about auto in these two game modes, and it needs to be removed. This is like the #1 priority that I would love to see happen, is to get the removal of the freaking auto feature. Now, the next two topics are going to be about the characters. Now, the first thing I want to mention is the horrible job medal system. It is sad, it is pathetic, and it needs a revamp. To even get one decent 1-star out of everything that we have to roll for is a little ridiculous. I mean, like, the fact that, like, even trying to get a 3-star, it's like trying to get like 5+ URs in a 20 multi-pull. Like that's no, not even 5. I would say at least like 10+ UR abilities. That's how bad it is to try to even get a 3-star job medal. Now, I myself, for playing this game since day one, and even during the closed beta, I have not gotten a 3-star job medal that is even worth, or even like a shit one. I have not even gotten any of those. The highest, most decent ones that I've actually gotten so far for some of my characters has been a 2-star, and not even that, but it's typically the ones where it just has like one out of oh, excuse me. It has just increasing attack, and that's it. It's not one of those where like you want to actually get like more than just that, and like, let's say, increase attack and speed, or attack and defense, or attack and HP, or you know what I'm trying to say, right? So like, obviously those are like the ones that you're trying to go for, but to get anything past 1-star, and to even get any of like the decent ones at 1-star, is a little insane, and it needs to be revamped. At this point, it's either like you let us choose which color of the job medal we want to get, so that way at least we have somewhat of a better chance to actually get what we want, so that way we can actually benefit from having multiple of the same job medals for our characters, or just increase the rates to be able to get some decent job medals, especially like at least a 2 or 3-star, because like the chance of getting that is like almost impossible, it feels like. I don't know about you guys, but like, I just recently have been able to get at least 1 or 2 2-stars for my character, and I think it was actually for either my Balthea or my Fear. I don't know, whichever character that I have. But yeah, the chance of actually getting something decent is a little insane. So the job medal system needs to desperately be able to get revamped, so that way we are able to possibly fix, or maybe add or improve our characters in terms of like, hey, I want to be able to increase Iroha's speed, or maybe reduce her cooldown time or something like that, or I want to increase Firion's defense because it's the worst that we have in the game right now, something like that, something to be able to at least give us a little bit of an edge in battle, in game, and make the game somewhat a little bit more playable for us, because I think that overall in this game there is too much RNG in terms of the gacha pulls, in terms of the job medals, and now the next thing that I'm going to be talking about in terms of the character tickets. Now, the character tickets, we don't get enough. Like, or hardly any at all. Like, the latest job ticket that the latest character ticket that we just recently got was from the event with the release of Balthier and Firion, right? That's as much as we've gotten as of late, and that needs to change. We need to update that one way or another. Also, when it comes to like pulling on the specific character as well, since we are not really getting that much character tickets unless we are constantly pulling like crazy, then us trying to get the character, at least for some players, I'm not going to speak for myself because I mean I have been pulling a lot, but like for players who don't have the ability to do that and to be able to obtain character tickets, then I think it's a good idea to try to at least maybe give us a character ticket maybe as like part of like a weekly, daily thing. I think that would help out tremendously, especially free-to-play players. I know they will definitely appreciate that because with free-to-play players, I mean, I'm not going to speak for every free-to-play player, but I will say that for those who, like, let's say want to save up for their favorite characters, like I know that for the 6 batch of characters that got announced, I know a lot of players are waiting for Riku and Clive. So more than likely, they are probably saving their character tickets because you never know. I mean, 1, 2, 3 may not be enough, and you may not actually get the character. Another option that was thrown out there as well is that if you do pull for the abilities, we feel like you should also get at least the base, or at least like the character itself, like the original outfit from their game. I think that is also an option that can be thrown out there. And then if players actually want to be able to get other outfits or just try to get maybe some job medals, if they get duplicates of the outfit, then I mean that's on them. But that is also another option that can be thrown out there. But that needs to be like addressed one way or another. Like give us some at least a character ticket per week, and the job medal system needs to be revamped. The race needs to be increased or something. Something needs to make it so that it's actually worth our time in re-rolling our medals in hopes of actually getting something decent. Now, I know I probably didn't get to a lot of the issues that maybe some of you guys have experienced and maybe I haven't caught on to, or just maybe in general I just didn't go over it in this video. But feel free to comment down in the comment section below. The only reason why I held off on making this video for this duration of time is because I wanted to see, after playing the game for about a month, like what issues what issues surfaced, right? What are things that a lot of players in this game, what are they complaining about? What needs to be addressed? What needs to be changed? You know, so on and so forth. So feel free to comment down in the comment section below and let me know about other things that maybe I just didn't talk about in this video. And again, share it. Share this video. Try to see if you can share it on different social media sites. Try to get like anything that I talked about in this video, if you want to put it in text form, and just post it up on Reddit or something like that, so that hopefully we can get a chance to possibly get the devs' attention, and we are able to get some of these things, some of these issues taken care of. I do believe that in game there is a way to also provide feedback as well, so you can maybe possibly link the video, maybe link this video or something to try to get their attention, so that hopefully maybe they can consider watching this video, they can jot down some notes, and hopefully they can actually address a couple things. But the main purpose of this video is just mostly to try to, I guess, expand the issues that myself and a lot of players playing this game would like to see addressed or fixed, and hopefully in the future we can actually see that taken care of. So anyways though, guys, that's gonna be it for my I guess my rant. my complaining, me being a Karen and complaining about things. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and hopefully we can expect some changes in the near future. And yeah, that's gonna be it. Thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one.